that was not it. We have some more breaking inputs coming in from the INDI bloc. Congress has escalated attack on the centre, saying that ever since NDA has taken control of governance, our soldiers have been taken for granted and their willpower has been crushed. Listen in.
देखिए, मोदी जी हमेशा जो है उनको कुर्सी के आगे कुछ नहीं दिखता, न देश दिखता, न राष्ट्र दिखता, न सेवा दिखती, न सुरक्षा दिखती। उनको केवल वोट दिखता। किस तरह से उनको वोट मिल जाए वही उनके लिए सब कुछ है। और ये पुलवामा कांड से साबित हो गया कि सरकार क्या कर सकती है। तो हमेशा जो है, जो सेना हमारी थी, जो हमारी रक्षा का दीवार करती, सेना सीमा पर रक्षा करती, तभी हम लोग आराम से सोते हैं। लेकिन उनके भी मनोबल को माने जो तोड़ दे हैं, उनको भी दैनिक वेतन में नौकरी पे रखा जाए, तो इसे क्या कहीं से बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या हो सकता है।
And viewers, amid this political turmoil, we are also getting inputs of the Surankot ambush. More details emerge now. Sajid Jatt, mastermind of Surankot attack. He operates from Pakistan and POJK. M4 carbine and steel-coated bullets were used in the attack that has been recovered now. And this is what the details that we are getting in. We also have Pradeep Datta joining us. Pradeep sir, very good morning. While the INDI continues to raise doubts and call it a stunt, now the details emerge and say that the handler, the mastermind of the attack, is from Pakistan.
Yes, you're absolutely right. In fact, insulting brave hearts of our country has become part of Congress DNA and INDI DNA. And unfortunately, what they are trying to do, they are trying to absolve Pakistan of all its sins by blaming BJP and RSS for everything and giving a clean chit to terrorists and Pak proxies. And also in the process, they are trying to discredit our valor of our troops who are fighting on the ground. You rightly said, Sajid Jatt, who is a Lashkar commander operating from Pakistan or Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, he's considered to be a mastermind of this attack. This is not first time when he has planned attack on Indian soil. In the past also in Kandi area, he had planned a similar kind of attack. That time also there was an ambush on army personnel. 5 of them, bravehearts, had lost their lives. And this time also they planned an attack ahead of the elections because Anantnag constituency election as Rajouri is also part of it. So elections are to be held because they are completely rattled because of the high voter turnout in last 2 phases. In first phase we saw it was 68%. In the Jammu Poonch constituency it was more than 72%. People of Kashmir Valley have already made up their mind. And it's rightly said, M4 carbine and the steel-coated bullet, because steel-coated bullet can easily pierce through the bulletproof vehicle also. That's why they are using, they are more lethal than the ordinary bullets. That's why they are using this bullet. Besides, the 6 people have also been detained. One of the person has been identified as Mohammad Razak. He's the one who had provided them meals just 2 days before the attack. In a short, we can say that he had hosted those terrorists. So he is being also questioned. He's said to be an overgrown worker who had been working with Lashkar-e-Toiba. So they are trying to find out the connect between Sajid Jatt and this man who had been operating on this side of the soil, because without local support it is not possible for these Pakistani terrorists to operate, because 3 Pakistani terrorists are said to be part of this ambush, and after carrying out attack they have fled to the nearby belt, and there are several caves. So it's not that easy operation, because it becomes very easy for the politicians to sit in the drawing rooms and cast aspersion on any operation, whether it was a Pulwama bombing or whether it was this Indian Air Force convoy ambush. They can say anything, but the reality is that there are so many challenges, because I had been in that area for the last 48 hours. I've seen that how difficult it is moving in that area. One, it is a rugged terrain, and then there are several natural caves, and these natural caves are like hideout for these terrorists. They can immediately hide inside those caves, and from there they are at a dominating and advantageous position, keeping an eye on each and every moment. So security agencies have to ensure that there is no collateral damage, and asking that who is behind this attack. Everybody knows that how the Pakistan had been planning this attack. This is not the first attack on the Indian soil, but if they have to ask questions, they should ask the question to the previous government why they did not act strongly against the terror. We saw that there has been a paradigm shift in the military strategy after Uri attack, how Prime Minister decided that there should be a surgical strike. They crossed line of control. They were able to target many of their training camps. After Pulwama bombing, again we saw how Indian Air Force was able to penetrate deep inside Pakistani territory and demolish and decimate Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters.
Well, exactly, so and you know, it also raises another and exposes the INDI bloc, and it's a soft stand on the Pakistan. While the Pakistan handler's name has come out and the Pakistan mastermind has been exposed, what will the INDI bloc say now remains to be seen. Thank you so much, Pradeep sir, for giving us the latest inputs, and we will continue to track it.